Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Michael Venezia, head trader and one of the coaches at TradeView Markets. It's a Friday, a lot going on. Listen, there's not going to be, there's not any, it seems like a day without Fed speakers or an economic number, although there was Michigan sentiment, is almost the relaxing day, for lack of a better term, what they really can't tell. A lot of earnings are having a couple of day hangovers. Some are acting well. I'll go to the charts right away. I'll make this brief. Bottom line is I log into TradeGATEHub and I log in just the same as everybody else. Is that the login right here? Yeah, there we go. Move this over here. Login. All right, is this okay? See that spec sweepers show? We'll go right here. Specs sweepers show interest in Asan, and volume seems to be most likely on the pullback with some exceptions. That's what Gerard wrote down. Now, the only thing that I wrote down today are with the Jesus calls Asan. Well done, Gerard. And also, I'll go to my Twitter feed. I'll give you an example of one of my likes today, which Gerard also happened to Q Tech outperforms again this week and even a pullback is this. I liked something today. What was it? The only like I had, or one of them, is volume seems to be mostly light on this pullback with some exceptions. So, I'm proud of one of our members really getting the picture. Very good at sentiment, Gerard. He tweeted that 11 minutes ago. By the way, he's in the right. I don't have to. I'm not going to be dramatic, but bravo, Gerard. Well done. So write down with a sign. I might put some in the fund long term right here. I am obviously interested in the light pullback here as PayPal's actually going negative. Some techs are. Hold on a second. They coming down fast. Pardon me if you will. Let me finish the routine. Okay. The most important thing that I want to stress is go back to the red YouTube button. Our arguably second best feature besides this being free is go back what we said all throughout the week. Coach even had Larry, one of my favorite people to follow is Larry. Go back and follow that. So it's a week of rolling progress. As I said, if you're going to go today, I just gave you the stocks with range, good price action, and volume today, but trying to learn what's going on in the markets in general, including the rotation that's happening. I posted this morning. So what did I post? Please go back to the week and it'll almost come to a head today, if you will. All right. So I'm tactically trading. I'm not doing much. I have my idea, some things that I want to buy. My Google was a tactical trade. Now it's unchanged for the day. Do I really want to, it's just not acting well to me. I want to take a stand, but okay. I'll say good morning, pardon me. A big example of being late on earnings plays. Here's our chart on Lyft. Well, here's my universe, here you will. Here's Lyft, down $5. All right. They did the complete opposite of what Uber did. Actually, Uber faded all the way to the back where it's actually lower before it pre-announced. Net, another stock that pre-announced earnings today. I shorted last night, I think it's 67. I actually covered it this morning. It's breaking low now after being up several dollars. PayPal, another one, high of 82.70. Now, I want to stress something. For the last 2 or 3 days, a lot of stocks have been fading off their good news, and that's been the sentiment change with the market. An example even was today of BE, Bloom Energy. If it wasn't the fact that solar and energy is so strong today, this would have stayed down negative. Another one that popped, 25.60 to 22.40, major move. It's actually positive today, but another stock that had AI is acting well. DocuSign is another example of a stock. Oh, let me go a point back to another point. Let me make another point here because I'm trying to go too fast. But these are important points. And this what Ali said today. Poor, lots of old growth names that exploded off the lows have failed to hold support on pullbacks. To me, that's a red flag, and it can't be more right. For example, Docs had earning today. DocuSign. A former reopen play, if you will, had earnings. It popped. Now it's below all the moving averages. I said before, mentioned Lyft is another one. Net could be one like this. Hopefully it holds a 200-day. What are some other growth stocks that are not holding? Zoom had great news. Went parabolic from 86. Now it's 74. Another good example. Let me give another one. Shopify still pulling back. That's still above the movie. Still 55 to 48. It's nothing to shake a stick at. You know what I mean? Nevada turning into a short. Tesla pointed on the short this morning. I had it. I covered at 204, I believe. No, 202. All right. So listen, there's always something to do. That's why the VIX isn't that elevated. Here's the VIX. Let's go in the minute of the VIX. The high in the VIX was 1240. As the market's pulling in a little, the VIX doesn't usually get very active towards lunch, but it's pulling back now a touch because there's rotation. There's something to do today. There's not that much fear. You want to sell, want to sell Tesla after a nice run or AMD? Fine. Buy Devon Energy. Now look at Oxy Petroleum. Now this is turning into a bullish look out of nowhere. There's the flag above all moving averages, starting to curl up, not overbought. So we have to, look at that Chevron, the nice bounce. Actually, Chevron has more of a hangover. Exxon's the one that's acting a lot better, almost to an all-time high, if not a year high, if not an all-time high. Have to keep that on mind. That's not really that big of a positive. EMPH, the dead cat bounce, was getting pummeled 2 days in a row. Range, price action, and volume. We don't have to care about it. Still below the moving average, double bottom. So the stock went from 246 to 200. All right. What is that? 20%. Back up to 219. It doesn't mean it's over. It just has good range, volume, and price action. Trade the market. AEHR, Gerard told me this morning, a lot of insider selling that had around the top and failed. As Micron still positive today. Square was, PayPal was up nicely and Square was up down. So a lot of mixed currents here. Fizzler, BE, Capri, CF. Now they're going to stocks you kind of don't want them to go into. Now they go into Moss. Now they're going into CF. Probably into Archer Daniel Midland. And I said this morning, they're going to Campbell Soup a little bit was positive. Now it looks a little bit better. Kellogg, no good. General Mills, probably still no good. But they were going to some consumer staples, which is not positive for the inflation factor. So let me get back here to TradeGATEHub and keep going down here. All right, bull and bear indicator, self-explanatory. Short-term sentiment, they bought the oils on it. Pardon me, it's been a long week. We're going to make it though. Gapping up and gapping down. SPYs and the MACD divergence. Had to be aware of it. It was all over Twitter about the SPYs at this 41 and the SPX at this 4100 level. Not the most positive sign. German two-year touches the highest since 2008. I digress. A great indicator right here. This is on bar chart. Follow my Twitter feed. This is your blueprint for what's going here. Stocks above their 5-day moving averages. That's negative. Energy is the only one that's positive today. Utilities, nobody wants them. What's the weak? Consumer staples, they're bouncing. But the one you want to call the red. So what's been the strongest? What has the most above the 200-day, which is 80, and above the 5-day? So consumer discretionary right now is holding up okay. Decent amount over the 5-day, more above any. Decent amount over the 200-day, 50-day right up top, but they're above the 200-day and the 150-day. So consumer discretionary stocks, punch them up. All right, Paul, thanks for reporting. Paul's not shy. Keep firing away, Paul. We like it. Bros, ABC, Exxon breaking a year high as we speak. This is it. There you go, Exxon. Just went all above here. Hold on. My thing here. Net breaking low, negative. Net, negative to positive. 64 to 67. How you doing? I'm going off on tangents because I want to finish what I'm doing here. All right, Paul, thank you. Listen, bottom line is this. There's not going to be one thing I can almost guarantee is that there's not going to be a lack of ideas in the room. All the AI stocks are flying. What are those? Sound, BBAI, and AI. Again, so I go back to here as traders who try to predict every move of the market before it happens are too busy trying to guess instead of actually looking what's going on. That's why I give you, these indicators to come on in with, to centralize with a plan. Google back positive again. Economic indicator, upgrades, downgrades, all movers in the morning. I give you a picture of my universe. I'm going to give you a picture of universe right now. Take a bit. Listen, one of the great things about the YouTube channel is play it, pause this right here, and then go to my screen that I'm going to show you right now. You know what I mean? Pause it again. See how things changed. What has been going on since I've been on? XPON stock of the day. Roku's positive. Google went back positive. BE hanging in there. Where's Lyft? I'm along a little lift. But the sound made a little bit of a move. Heavy on option volumes. It had range, good price action and volume. 356 to 4 and heavy volume. Looking good again. AI, another stock. So these are where my artificial stocks are, artificial intelligence. Bobbitt giving it all back, rounding it out now. Roblox, nothing. Lucid, Tesla. Tesla held the 8th day, which was important, but I don't know. It's good for trading. Who cares? It's Tesla. Tesla, you don't have to make the call. Stocks had a nice range of trading 100 million shares today. Apple's traded 18 million. Microsoft's traded 9 million. Amazon's traded, let me give you another example. Pins, 4 million. All these other stocks that I aforementioned before, with the latter being Tesla, trading at 100 million. Doesn't mean you got to get in there with 4,000 or 5,000 shares traded. This is a good stock with thick volume. You know, it's near the 200 level. I don't know if it's going to be doing that much, but you know, certainly Capri bounced, Walmart bounced, Qualcomm negative, Uber nothing, Disney. All right, we talked about it all day a lot on Wednesday. Disney. There was the high, Lewis. You never get your perfect price, Lewis. Another one example, or early on in the week where they were selling good news. Disney was a perfect example. Now I'm going to go back to my notes. What else did they do that on? Zia, Bill, another good example, how they tried to bounce it. Nothing. Gonna break. You have to watch Bill to break a new low, 90. I wouldn't, not even I would buy this. There's the triple, 90, 90, 90. Bill could have had it 2 days ago, 108, now back at 99. What's another stock that acted poorly? Swix. Same thing. FN. Same thing. Got blown out on good news. What else? Starbucks was another one, but that was last week. Another one that Starbucks even started to show you a little bit, but it's holding. That's why moving average is important. So I'm going to kind of finish up here. The whole room and the whole day. If I don't have any questions, I'll keep showing what I posted. Is this right here as we come to a Friday afternoon. Listen, a lot of the moves have been made. You know, one of Coach's greatest sayings is, you know, you can't make your month or week on a Friday. A lot of times you can lose it. So go to Stock Scanner and write down just what I want. Write down option flow, like Gerard's learning to do the right way. He's developing his own style. As a matter of fact, we don't even hear from him that often. That's a good sign. When you only hear for pertinent information, that means he's in his own, you know, finding his own way. All right, relative volume, HILS, HKD. Here are all the stocks with good volume. There's the range. You want to punch up the time of day, which is right now. Array at the high. To no surprise. ExxonMobil, we already brought it up. Masco, let's go to what's down on high relative volume. Ooh, that gives an example. More stocks are down on high relative volume than are up on relative volume. What are breaking down for the day at 11:15? AMC, D-Dog, DocuSign, Teradyne. So they don't like D-Dog and Zscaler because net is going down. A lot is going down here. That's a big negative tick. So Splunk, I sold that yesterday. So a lot of things are going down. It shows me with all this red going down. I don't think it's imploding, but I go back to the NASDAQ and I'm sure the NASDAQ's going slightly lower. Let's look at QQQ. Is it? Oh, it is. Well, I'm making a lot of funky moves. So all you have to do is up, down, and high volume. This is what stockbeep.com and stockbeep.com. Stockbeep, I can't say that 3 times fast, is also one of my Twitter feeds. So if I'm on the road, if you will, or doing something what could ever be more important than trading, StockBeep scanner is right here. Where is that guy? All right. He's also on the phone. Stocks breaking down in the morning. 1 minute ago, Lyft, Peloton, Airbnb. So you also click it. Hold on. Click the site. It gives you up to the full real. Actually, it's 5-second delays. It'll give you breakdown stocks today. Stocks that are most active now. Stocks moving up now. So as the market's going down, what's holding good? Chevron, to no surprise. Sound, AI, I brought it up before. Oils. So we're on top of things, guys. You know what I mean? And that's our job to do it. It's up to you to develop a plan and how to trade them. So we'll leave off the week this way. Have a plan, trade well. Listen, is more just lighter positions with lighter shares and just trade tactically. Don't let them turn into, don't let the trades turn into positions. Some of my positions are actually turning into trades. These long-term trades that I had, now I have to finagle them, maybe, tweak them in an intraday basis just to get my cost either better or reevaluate the position, the very position that I'm in. So I got a little work to do. It doesn't stop and it shouldn't stop. That's why I'm here. So I'll leave it off there. Here's my universe. Hold on a second. And I'll leave it at this. So for those that want to follow, AI making move sound, Xpon still hot, Uber, Disney, no bounce, General Motors, Lyft not bouncing, Baba, Nevada, Tesla hanging around the 200, Meta, TTD, Net did give it all the way back. VIX, nothing. What's breaking high, KPRX. Listen, just come back with the list. I did trade W this morning very well. I traded tactically, didn't hold it. I've literally bought the bottom on Wayfair, 53.50. Sold it at 55.24. I kept buying and selling it. All right, whatever. What else did I do? Made a couple of shekels. What else did I do? Jwin, Caterpillar, SI, Las Vegas, Zillow. I didn't do much. I did short net, but I covered it this morning like a piker. I think I covered it 60. No, I covered it 61. Whatever, guys. All right. So we'll leave it there. Thanks for tuning in all this week. For those long-term viewers, what I would urge everybody to do, I'm certainly going to do it. Go to the Red YouTube channel. Coach's videos does every day at 9:30. Yesterday, did one at 9:30, 10 with Larry, and one at 11 with me. Bravo. So, what I mean? Get to know our videos, even get to know what we're poor at. I used to sit on the desk with many traders. A guy that wasn't trading well sometimes would say, guys, I'm cold. And the freaking whole room would fade him. That's how it goes. There's no ego here. If I'm not trading well, you see something that's not working, move on. But until then,